Hello students, in this experiment 1.3 we will see how to operate Raspberry Pi in headless mode. So here you can see that here is the Raspberry Pi and here is the memory card adapters. In this memory card adapter I have already installed, pre-installed Raspbian operating system is already on this memory card. This memory card I am going to fix it on USB port. I fix the memory card on USB port. So now you can see on my laptop, you can see a memory card is visible as with boot partition. Our name is boot. So as a first steps, we will go into the boot partition. In this boot partition, we are going to create a file, notepad file. Here you can see new notepad file, and this new notepad file is going to save with the name SSH. But as I told earlier in theory lecture or session, this file name should be saved without .txt extension. So here you just see SSH I wrote, and now this file is going to be saved and it is giving the warning. If you change a file name extension, the file might become unusable. But we will not worry about the warning and we will save this file with SSH extension, students. Okay, along with that I also said that we have to save one WPA supplicant file, okay, in this way with country code IN and our username, Wi-Fi hotspot name and Wi-Fi hotspot password that we are going to pass in this inverted comma, students. Okay, so this file is required to be saved in boot folder only. So just see, I am showing you how I am just taking this WPA configuration file, supplicant configuration file, and how I am copying in boot partition. Just see, it is boot partition, boot folder, and here we are going to copy paste it. So here I am going to copy. So you just see both the files as per the requirement to operate Raspberry Pi in headless modes are saved in this boot partitions of the memory card. Now I am going to remove the memory card, and this memory card is going to be inserted into the Raspbian Pi Model B. Okay, so let me do the same thing. Okay, so here is the memory card that has been ejected now, and now I am removing this, students. And now this memory card I am going to remove, students, and this memory card I am going to insert. Okay, this memory card I am going to insert into the Raspbian Pi board. Okay, and thereafter I will go for the boot the system from this memory card. Just see, students, this green light is visible. It means system is being booted from the memory card, and on screen you may see Raspbian operating system is being loaded. So just see, here is the display. We want to operate this Raspbian Pi board without display, but just for the better understanding I have just connected the display. Later on I will disconnect it. Okay, so now you just see Raspbian operating system is loaded here, students. Okay, hello students, just see the on this Raspbian operating system desktop, just see this is Wi-Fi symbol, and on these Wi-Fi symbols I am connected with the KMSA Wi-Fi. Okay, it is my hotspot on which I am connected. Okay, so this Raspbian board is connected with KMSA Wi-Fi. In the same way, here is my laptop, students, and this laptop is also connected with the KMSA personal hotspot. So this is the first essential requirement for operating the Raspbian board in headless mode. Both laptop as well as Raspbian board must be connected with the same internet. Okay. Now what we will do, we will just go to the command window, and on this command window I am going to write a command from which I will get the IP address of the Raspberry Pi board. So here I have click on this. Okay, and now I am going to pass a command. Just see, this is command window, and I am going to write host name space dash capital I. Just see, students, I have written here, it is underscore. Let me remove this and let me put. So this command I will pass on this command window. By pressing enter, it will give me, okay, it is his name. By mistake, sorry students, so let me change it. By mistake it was written, so let me change it. It is now host. Okay, so by pressing this we will get IP address. Just see, students, So we got the IP address is 192.168.4312. So this is an IP address of Raspbian board. Okay, now we are going to the laptop and we'll open advanced IP scanner. And on advanced IP scanners, we may try to find out a Raspbian. Just a minute, I will go to this. Just see advanced IP scanner on my laptop. So I am going to run it on advanced IP scanners. I will go for the portable mode. Okay, so just run and use it. So now portable mode I have opened, students. Advanced IP scanner setup is installed. Now here in this advanced IP scanners, I am going to pass a IP address of that Raspbian, a range of IP address of that Raspbian. So our Raspbian Pi address was 192.168.43. Okay, sorry students, it gets blurred. Okay, so I have passed the range from 1 to 254. Okay, and now I am pressing the scan button. As both the systems are connected with the same operating system, same Wi-Fi, we may get our Raspberry Pi board detections will be here very soon. As scanning is going on, just see students, we got on advanced IP scanner Raspberry Pi, okay, foundations. So this is an IP address that we already tracked out using hostname command. Okay, but this is if our display is not connected and if you want to find out the IP address, then advanced IP scanner is essential to be used. Okay, so here it was display, that's why I could show you the IP address on display. But if display was not there, then we have to go for advanced IP scanner. Okay, so once we get the IP address of this Raspbian operating system, we will open the putty terminals and just see on start menu I am going and I am just pressing on putty. Okay, so I have opened the putty, just see, and in this putty I am going to pass 192.168.43.12 and here I will select the port address is 22, students. Okay, SSH is already enabled, so I will give the connection type SSH and only on clean exit. So now I am going to press open button. So now this putty will ask how you want to log in on this board. So I will say that I want to log in it as with the username Pi and I am going to pass the password, that is Raspberry. So Raspberry password is passed. So just see, it will allow us to log in. So now just see on a screen, students, we got the access of the board on this display. Okay, so this is my laptop on which I got the access of the Raspberry Pi and now I'm just passing the one of the command, just see ls list. So it will show me the list. Okay, so in this way we can have access of Raspberry Pi in headless mode. So on my laptop I am able to operate this. Okay, so this was about how to operate the Raspberry Pi in headless mode. Thank you, students.